Oh, bitch.
This is where we fight!
How are you guys planning on beating them? Together. We'll lose. And we'll do that together too.
We ride together. We die together.
But if we can't live together, we're gonna die alone.
You are what you fight for.
What are you gonna do?
This is the fight of our lives. We're gonna win. Whatever it takes.
Let's go!
It's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything.
The war's over!
You are what you fight for.
What are you gonna do?
This is the fight of our lives. We're gonna win. Whatever it takes.
Let's go!
It's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything.
The war's over!
You are
What's up, everybody? We are on our way to surprise my daughter with the new van. And we'll see how she reacts when we get there. Okay guys, we're almost there. We're like 2 minutes away from our house, so here we go. What's up?
Oh my god!
What's going on?
Hey, little one. You see the new van? Okay. Oh, look at you.
Oh, definitely the reaction I was hoping for. Say hi to everybody. I'm gonna make a video out of this. Put it up. Do you want to look inside it and stuff?
Yeah.
And go around the other side.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's got drapes that falls down bed, and that can sit up too.
Yeah.
But like for traveling, but it falls down into like a little bed. And then I'm gonna put like a couple small cabinets there so I can mount like a TV and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cute. Okay.
And then a cooler back there. A cooler can fit back there.
Oh, this thing is so cool.
She just asked if I drove it here.
Oh, I love it. I love these little drapes. So cute.
Yeah. Do you want to go for a little ride?
Yeah. Should I get my phone? Dog inside?
Yeah, say hi.
Hi.
Hi, little puppy. We're going for a ride. I don't want you peeing in the van, or you would come too.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I think that went pretty well. See you guys. On to the next adventure. What's up, everybody? We are on our way to one over here. There's a war going on here, son.
I want to show you guys something, man. Open my garage door, pulling into my house.
I'm so terrified I might
Guess
sell
what's
this house
on,
and
man?
move.
The lights are on in the shed. Haven't been in there in 3 days. 3 days. Haven't been in there. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. No, you know what? We're doing this in one take. One take. One take. Oh my gosh, man. Come on, bro. Come on. Let's see. I gotta see what's going on. Hold on. This is insane. Doors open in here too. Hey, who's in here? Hey. Who is in here? Come on, man. Come on. What is that? What is that? Oh my god, dude, I'm... Hey, who is in here, man? I'm over it!
Sorry. Hi. How are you? Dream's not here yet. It's just me. It's just you and me, baby. So if you want to talk dirty to me, now's the chance. Oh. Until that interrupted. So I had to look at the video shout out. Yep. Every time. I had a busy day today, though. There, I'm sure you want to see my big, beautiful face. It's a bit of a hassle, but this morning I got an email from the DMV, and it said that my registration application was rejected, and I literally started crying more from, like, I think anger than anything. And I was like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, everything said approved. Everything was, like, ready to go. I was waiting on them because their system had screwed up and I couldn't pay it. So I got online because calling them is fucking impossible. And then I'm like, I can't schedule an appointment because that'll be, like, months out. So I fucking messaged them on their little chat, their little online chat thing. That if you ask for a live agent, a lot of times it'll give you one, but you have to wait. So I got a live agent, and I explained to her everything. I'm like, I did everything I was supposed to. I had all the forms, everything said approved. I even paid for the title, and then your system went down when I was trying to wait for the results of the registration, which everything was approved. Yeah, well, I didn't want to chance it. So, but I got a hold of a person on, like, their online chat. Anyway, I told her all that, and I'm like, I did everything right. I go, all I want to do is pay my registration. I'm, like, ready to go. I did everything that I'm supposed to. And she says, like, hold on, let me figure it out. And then she said, let me forward you to the people at that department and this whole chat, and then we'll and then see what, they can help you. So I got forwarded, and then I was like, I'm literally, like, over here almost crying. I go, this is, like, I don't understand what I've done wrong. I go, I haven't had a vehicle in 4.5 years or driven because I went through a whole lot. I go, I just got a vehicle, and I'm like, I just want to make it all right. And so she said, like, what happened was part of it was that their system screwed up and rejected it because the system was down, and also because, like, I guess they wanted the title. So she's like, I can get you in today at the DMV. So I was like, okay. So I literally called my parents after they had just left the house, and I'm like, because I had to take, in the morning I took my van to the shop because there was one other issue I was having was that cigarette lighters weren't working, and I was going to use them to plug in my, my charger to plug my phone in, the adapter. So I dropped that off, and then anyway, so went through all that. So I called my parents. I'm like, can we go to the DMV? I go, they made an appointment because they screwed things up, and they want the title and all that. So we ran, and I was like, but we got to go buy the van because it's in the van. So we drove to the shop. I got all the paperwork and the old plate, and then went down to the DMV. Well, and literally as I was on the phone with the guys from the shop, because they told me, well, I'll tell you what happened there, but I was on the guys with the shop. I got off, and they had called me, so I went up, and I explained everything there, and then she took everything that she needed, and literally the plates are on my vehicle right now. I got the plates. I got the registration taken care of. It's insured, obviously, and they'll send a title in 3 weeks. So I can actually, like, I'm ready to take my trip next week when I take Hannah back after she comes this weekend. Oh, and I also I got a new pair of shoes. So it's all done and taken care of. And then come to find out, the thing with the cigarette lighters is it wasn't that they were broken. or that they didn't work. When they were doing that van, the guy rewired it to put it in like a Tana and rewire some other things. And there's 4 switches right above the dashboard, like right above on the hood, on the roof, whatever. And one of them turns the power to the cigarette lighter on and off to like save and stuff. And how would I have never, ever known to think that? Like, I could have fucked around with that van for how long and never thought to do that. But the guy said he was doing that and mess around, and he saw these switches and plugged something in and saw that it worked. So there's literally a switch, an auxiliary switch that I just flip, and then my thing works. And so I went and tested it, plugged in the adapter, and then my fucking charger works. So I can have my phone powered on, so I don't have to worry about it when I'm driving and I'm on TikTok and you guys are watching me, but I'm watching the road, or I'm listening to music, whatever. Heads up for traveling. Check out Temu for a little power box with a solar panel, or you can charge the cigarette lighter. Port for great plugging in coffee and other stuff. Okay, that's funny you should say that. One, I'll never buy anything from Temu because they're a hack. They're fake. I've seen all the horror stories. I'm not going to buy from them or Wish, but I did buy something else. So the power adapter works. I also got a phone block. You know, the phone blocks that you plug in. Okay, I guess we'll sign in on the other one. Hold on a second. For backup, for emergency, so I got those. They're the power blocks that you charge up, and then they power. You can charge your phone on them for like a couple days. And then I've got one more thing, but I just wanted to see. So I didn't pay to have the cigarette lighters fixed. All I told him was, can you just tell me if there's something like really wrong with that and why they're not working? Or if there's a lot to do to it, then I'm not going to do it. I'll just do this other stuff. But they looked at it for free, and that's what they found out, was it literally was a switch. So I didn't have to pay anything. Okay, can you stop fucking lagging? Jesus fucking Christ. Here. This is what I got right here. It is a 300 watt portable power station solar generator. I can also plug it in to charge it. It's got 2 power plugs to the 2 different kinds. So I can plug in like my laptop, possibly a little fridge, a TV. It's got the DC IC on and off. It's got USB ports, USB-C. It's got input auxiliary ports and output. And it's also solar. And this is what I got. So when I camp and stuff, I can plug everything into here as well. They work great. I've gotten a couple bad things from Temu, but those Gen boxes were a steal and triple the price on Amazon. Yeah, well, I only played $125. For me, it was worth it. I don't trust Temu. I'm not trying to be a dick to you, but I don't trust Temu, and I would not risk it. But this is what you got, yeah. So I'm gonna have that too. So I'll have all those. So it just ended up being a bonus that the cigarette lighters actually work. So I can literally turn it on and off, so it doesn't drain unnecessary power. And the little adapter that I have, it's got actually 3 cigarette ports in it for other items. It's got 2 USB and stuff. I can flip that on and off, or power each separate one on and off, so that way I'm not using unnecessary power. No, Temu, you have to read a description, but the U.S. warehouse buys are normally decent. Well, I remember one time it was something about a 60-inch TV. There is only like 1 case of 60-inch TVs being made. They don't make them that size. They go 55, 57, and then they jump up to 65, and then 70, and so on. So a 60-inch TV is not an accurate that. No, I meant you were right about questioning Temu. Oh, okay. But yeah. But I don't want to like not say that you're a dummy for buying stuff. I don't trust them. I would rather not risk it. That's an investment for my my vehicle and my traveling and my life. So I'm okay with what I paid for. My parents are giving me a little money for my birthday and Father's Day, which is gonna kind of compensate for part of it. So I'm all ready to go now. Like the van's all good and legal. It's running good. It got service. It got an oil change. The tires are good. She got a wash and vacuumed it. And now I just got to add a few more things to it. And I've got the power adapters and everything. And I got a nice mount that sits literally right up, right next to the steering wheel. So I don't have to have my hands on and I can see everything just with looking. And I'm still watching the road. And I got a little cassette adapter that I just put into the cassette player and it plugs into the phone. And I just run my playlist through that. It took me some time to trust it because of the horror stories, but I get the stuff that has free returns. I will send that stuff back quick. Yeah. I mean, and that's I'm sure they've got some stuff, but when you see some of the things like on the advertisements, like those mini little like portable houses and then it's got a fake picture of like an entire living room inside it, I'm like, no, that's not fucking happening. I'm loving hearing how excited all the stuff you are planning out. It's bittersweet. It's very emotional. I should be sharing it with somebody, but I know I still have to keep doing it. It's kind of that where like when I got the plates today, I wanted to scream like and be super happy, but it was also like bittersweet. So it's hard to be really, really happy right now, but I am happy like that all this is and it's good to have a vehicle again. It's wild, it's crazy. Yeah, and then you get it and it is a dollhouse. Yeah, right? Or somebody once on one of the TikToks we watch, it was a guy that ordered a 6-pack of shirts and it was a picture of like a folded shirt that said 6-pack. Like it was across the wrapping, and when he got the shirt, it was a shirt with an iron-on that said 6-pack, and that was it. So I'm sure they'll come up at some point. Give me 1 second. Oh. Then I showed my daughter. But yeah, I'll show you here. Let me I'll send something, see if I can. Whoops, I don't want to show those. I'll show you a couple of pictures real quick as soon as they load. So this is the little adapter thing, and I mounted it like it has a perfect spot. This is the adapter, right? And it plugs down to the cigarette lighter. It's down here. You can see like where the cable goes. It's down next to the driver's seat, and it's got an antenna thing that comes out of it. So I plugged it into there, and I hook it up to there. It's got a little digital reader on it, and it mounts. I had a double-sided mount thing, and it literally has a perfect spot. That's like right next to my seat, and then these are the 3 different power sections. You could plug in 3 other cigarette-like adapter things. There's 2 USB ports and a Type-C right there, and then my phone sits... That's just another view of it. And then my phone sits right up here. And this thing was a perfect spot right here too. Right next to the steering column. Right next to the, the gauges. And before the steering, it fits perfect. Right where I can see it. Doesn't block the windshield, but I can see the phone without like looking away. And then that runs down and it runs to right down there. So it's like right up there. So it's all like, oh, and then I got some new kicks. I needed new shoes desperately. My others had hole in them because I walked in them for 2 years. But I got this identical pair of shoes. And this identical is literally the shoes I had for the last 2 years. So I got a brand new pair. And so, yeah. Man, talk to your lady. I think that our loved ones may not physically be here, but they still check in on us. I talk to her every day. I literally talk to her every day. I can't think or do of things wishing that she was here, and I talk to her every day. I actually sent one last message to her phone number, which will never be read or seen or anything, but it was to tell her that I'll just talk to her. I talk to her when I walk. Like, literally, there's not a minute that I don't have her on my mind. Or when I'm going to bed that I don't say goodnight or talk to her. Or when I walk that I don't talk and wish she was here and beg for her to be here, but I know she can't be. So I love when you can replace the shoes you have after a couple of years. Yeah, and it was literally like the identical. And you know, like how much I tell you guys how much I walk. For the last 2 years, in the 2.5 years, I have walked like 3 times a day, every day, minus doctor's appointments and this and that. So I wore those shoes out, but they lasted. They were super good. So when I saw those there again, I'm like, I'm getting the same pair. The only difference was it was twice as much because of fucking prices of everything. Nothing like having to find something new. Yeah. Are we talking about shoes? Because if we're talking about loved ones, that's not going to happen for me. That was it. Now I just need side pieces in different states that I can just go visit. Oh. Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, we're talking about shoes. Right. People can never be replaced. Yeah, no way. Not now, not ever. And that's the hardest part is, one, I don't even know if I know how to be with people, especially after losing her. But, like, if I ever even entertain talking to somebody, like, on a level like that, like, they're going to have to understand I'm never going to be whole again. And there's only so much of my heart that I'm going to be able to give to someone, because part of it's going to belong to her always. And like, I know that maybe that's not fair, but it has to be, because there's no way, like, I can't love someone with my entire heart, because that's what I did with her. When she died, my soul died and my heart died. I can love someone, maybe I can love someone, but it'll never be 100%. Maybe it's 98% of my heart, whatever that percentage is. But and they're going to have to understand, like, because the only reason I'd ever even be talking to somebody is because she's not here. If she was here, we wouldn't have that conversation. So someone is going to have to, that they're going to have that in the back of their mind if in a relationship, which is, if she was here, we wouldn't be doing this. And I don't mean to be heartless, but I really, like, it was supposed to be her. And if it's not her, I don't intentionally want you to feel like you're a substitute, but at the end of the day, we wouldn't be here. So I can only love you the best that I can with what I have left of my heart and soul. And if that's 100% of 50%, then that's what I can do. But I can't love you 100% of 100%. I just can't. It's not possible. And if that means I'm going to die alone because people can't, then that's fine. I just can't do it. It was supposed to be her. It should have been her. I fucking hate that it wasn't her. And there's going to be moments that come up where, like, this is even if I was ever with anybody, that something is just going to hit me and I'm going to miss the shit out of her. And that person's going to feel like I don't love them, but it's not that I don't love you. It's that I was supposed to be with her, and, you know, I don't know what else to do but love you with the 50% that I can. Might meet cool new people, but each person holds a piece of our heart. Anyone who has had true love or understands love, they know that love can be shared. I just don't know. I mean, people are going to have to, like... The thing was, she was, like, perfect. She knew... She accepted everything. Like, people are going to have to accept that I'm, like, I'm an alcoholic. That I fucked up my life. That I don't have a lot of money. I live on disability. That... I don't want alcohol even near me. I don't want you to be a drinker. Like, I don't even want it cooked in my food. Then they're going to have to understand on top of that I had to deal with the death of my girlfriend, and that the only reason we're together is because she's not here, and I can't love you 100%. I can love you 100% of 50%, but I can't love you 100% of 100%. Like, that's a lot for someone to accept, but what else am I supposed to do? Like, I honestly, her and I would be together right now. This would not even be a fucking conversation. But it has to be because she is no longer here. And that's a conversation that I'm going to have with somebody that I'm with. And at some point, they're probably going to feel like, well, you just don't love me. You're still in love with her. Yeah, I always will be. Because the only reason I'm not with her is she's passed away. But I can love you with what I have left because she's not here. And, you know, I don't know. It's because I don't want to die alone? Yeah. Does it mean that I don't love you with that full 50%? No, but I can't love you with my whole heart because a part of it isn't there. There's a big fucking hole in my heart and a big fucking hole in my soul that will never, ever be patched up. It cannot. It's not possible. Somebody's going to have to understand and deal with that. And that's a lot to ask of somebody on top of the fact that I was a fucking alcoholic and I screwed up a lot of things and, you know, I don't want it around me and, like, a lot of things. Never focus on the numbers, just on the act of it in and of itself. A real woman will respect that. Yeah, well, like I said, I realistically don't see it happening anymore. I think that she was it. After everything I'd been through and all the people that have disappeared and the fact that, like, people just, you know, don't knock down my door. Like, she was it, and it was going to be amazing. And she, like, loved me and accepted me like nobody ever has. And, like, how am I supposed to, like, move on from that? It speaks to your honesty and how deep your love for someone actually is. Yeah, and that's the thing. I like love like crazy. Like, I even told her at the beginning, like, when we were when she was very standoffish, was that, like, I get attached. I get attached and I fall hard. Because when I love somebody, I love somebody. Right? Until it shows that they don't love me. And then, of course, you know, but, like, I love somebody. That's all I know how to do is love you with every part of my being. Unfortunately, some of that is missing now. And I can love you with what I have left. But I've always been that way. I've always been a lover. I fall hard, and I just, it gets you hurt too a lot of times. Forget the passing away thing, like, or passing away thing. Forget her passing away, like the pain. I'm talking, like, even in general, people just feel weird, and that's why people ghost today, because I'm very emotional. I do get attached. I want people in my life, but I will care about you to 100%. And, like, that's just how I've always been. Like, if you accept me and treat me good, I'm going to love you, but I don't know how to do it anymore, honestly. I really don't. Because somebody's going to have to really accept a lot of things. And maybe because of how old I am now, like, I just don't see how people are going to accept the fact that I'm a complete non-drinker. And that, like, I'll never be able to be 100% in that department because I hate it. I fucking hate it. Because it was supposed to be her. It wasn't supposed to be anybody else. I'm not even supposed to be having this fucking conversation. And that's why it made doing things like getting the plates today. Like, I felt so much excitement, but I fucking, like, wanted to cry because it was supposed to be shared with her. How am I supposed to even think about somebody else or be with somebody if how are they going to accept that? How is somebody going to accept how much that I loved her and not think that, like, I can't, and be okay with the fact that I still have to love her and love you too? Like, I can't. My mom has said and felt the same for 14 years now. She will not date because she doesn't want anyone else, so it makes sense to me. Self-doubt, the sober life is mothing for someone to accept. I don't know what mothing means. Or is that a typo? Oh. It's the sober life is nothing for someone to accept? Well, let's talk hypothetically. If you well, I guess that wouldn't. What would you, how would you, like, could you deal with that? Let's not even say me. Forget me, because you don't like boys. You don't like me like that. You would never like me like that. So let's use your wife. If she was all of what I am, how would you, I don't even know how to ask that. I have found it is not as big of a thing as you might think. Maybe for whatever, but for me it is. Because the thing is, Kat, I cannot think about being out with somebody, like even thinking about talking to another girl without immediately going, it was supposed to be her. I'm not even supposed to be thinking this. Like, I can't get that out of my head. It's almost 1 year anniversary from her death. And I still am like, it should have been you. Everything should have been you. And I know, I don't know. I just don't know. You would have to ask her because you and I are a lot alike. Well, maybe tell her to come and I will. I don't know. So I don't know. And I just don't know, like, she was a 1 in a million shot. She was one of the few people that really saw me for me. Most people don't even care to look, to be honest with you. And I don't know, between that and I might be like your mom, like, I don't want to die alone, but I don't know if I could be with anybody else or how to, and not have that be like right there in the front. You know, so I don't know. It's why I stay busy. Or try to. Carrying her in your heart is something you will do forever, and rightfully so. If you eventually find someone who gives you feelings that you may want to explore, that will be something to think about. And part of me is afraid because I don't want to have to put that on anybody. That's a lot to put on somebody. I always said if I could go back through what I went through personally with my alcoholism and the transplant 100 times to have her back, I would, because I don't even want to be having to deal with this. And I don't know if I'm gonna probably force myself to die alone, because I don't want to do that to somebody and expect them to understand, because that's a lot to take on. And it's like, how do you tell somebody I love you, but I can't love you all like as much as possible, because I don't know how to tell people that. If I'm even making sense, I just don't know how to tell people I will always love her. I am never going to be whole. I am always broken. And I wish you could put me back together, but I can't ever not be with a part of her carried with me, because it's heartless to say, but if she's here, we're not here. But what would you say to her if the situations were reversed? What would I say to Taya? What do you mean? Someone cares about you, they will want you to always have her in your heart and be okay with that love. But I'm sure you would show if those feelings were to come. I just don't know if anybody could ever care about me like she did. Because they're going to have to take on more than just caring about me. They're going to have to take on the what do you call the weight, or what, the candle that I carry with her. Like, I don't know. What would you say to her if she was you? If you could be a ghost and talk to her? Oh. I would just tell her I love her, and then I would just not let go. It'd be like, don't make me go back there. I don't know. I would just keep telling her that I loved her. And I would tell God to give her my soul and put her back on earth, because she deserves it a lot more than I do. She should. I'm the one who is lucky to even be here. She wasn't supposed to be taken away. I'm the one that was supposed to be taken away. I'm the one that did what I did. I don't have the right to be alive. But I would tell her I would love her and be like, I don't want to go anywhere. You know that song Iris by Goo Goo Dolls? There has a line that says, I would give up forever to touch you. But if she were here and you were not, what would you want for her while she was without you? The same thing I wanted her with me, to be happy. And to have a good life, but But I would probably be selfish and want it with her. Yeah, that's why I stopped listening to music. Really, because too many songs mean so many things. And that song is about, one of them is an angel in heaven and the other one is the human on earth. I don't know what I would tell her. I would just tell her I want her to be happy and that I loved her and I wish I could be there. Yeah. The movie broke me, and what would she tell you? She wrote a letter before she passed away because she thought something bad was going to happen. And I can't read it again, but I know that she said that to keep, I don't know. She said keep doing what you're doing, that she was proud of me, that she knows I can do this, and that I'm strong even though I don't believe it. And that I should go find love again, and I don't want to do that. I know what she would tell me. She'd tell me to breathe. She was the only one. She used to tell me that. When you guys see me crash out on games and get upset, when you guys see me get upset, like, that's how I used to really get. She would tell me to breathe, and she's not here to tell me that. She would always tell me to breathe. Like, nobody ever, even my ex-wife, my ex-girlfriends, never really saw me for me and loved me for me like she did. Like, it was like at that moment, I was the only thing that mattered to her, and she made me feel that way, and nobody ever has. And I fucking hate that she's gone, because how could there possibly be anybody even close to that? And why do I even have to be doing that? Why do I have to even be having this fucking conversation? Because fucking God's fucking plan for me? Oh, here, I'm going to save your life for putting yourself through hell and destroying your body. But I'm going to introduce you to this angel, and then I'm going to take her back away. Because there's, what, something better out there? Something that he had a plan for? Like, when people tell me that, I get upset. I just don't understand it. Why? What could possibly be that I would have to go through all of that? And if anything, like, she does not deserve to be in heaven. I should be there. Or hell. Whichever one I deserve to go to. She should not be gone. I'm the one that got saved. For whatever fucking reason. And she is gone, and I fucking hate it. And how am I supposed to ever think that anybody could love me like that, and I could love anybody else like that? And why do I have to? Realize, along with the love that she continues to show you, even in absence of her physical presence, nothing is better than something else. Different, maybe when it comes to loving others, it's different. She would have been 40 this year. And she was an amazing person. She did an amazing job. She was smart, brilliant, beautiful, and she actually loved me. And at 40, she didn't even make it to 39. She passed away December last year. Or she passed away September, 3 months before her birthday. And she was so worried that her mom wasn't going to make it to her birthday, and she didn't even make it. And somebody's going to tell me that that's God's plan. Well, you know what? I'm not going to say anything to send to anybody, but I really don't. I'm really not friends with him right now. And this is why I question, like, why am I still here at 54 after fucking my life over because alcohol is more important than anything? And I was going to die that somebody else had to sacrifice their body. Whatever happened to them is whatever, but to get their liver so I could stay alive. And then, so what? And I really believe that she was the reason why I was kept around. And then he took her away, and it's like, well, what the fuck do I do now? You don't have to love anyone else. I feel that you are putting pressure on yourself to move on or expect others to not be understanding of the things that you have experienced and the love that you have lost. I don't want to move on. I'm not trying to. I don't want to love somebody else. But I also don't want to die alone. And it was supposed to be her. And that is the fucking problem. Is I don't want to die alone, and I wasn't going to, and I shouldn't have. I just want her back, and I want the love that she, and the way that she made me feel. I want that back. You know, I said it once, and I'll say it again. Time does not heal anything. People that keep saying that and believe in that are wrong. Time does not heal anything. Time that you're still around only gives you the opportunity to find things to fill up your time, so you spend less time sitting there sad and thinking about what could have been and what should have been. It doesn't heal anything. It doesn't fill up a hole and patch up the hole. It just gives you opportunity to find more things to stay busy, however that is. For me, it's streaming and podcasting. Time does not heal. So anybody that says that is misguided. That's not what it does. So that fucking time heals all wounds is an absolute incorrect fucking statement. Time does not heal all wounds. Time just opens opportunities to find more shit to do, so you think less about your wound. So you don't just sit and eat yourself alive. I will never get over her. I'll never feel it. Nothing will ever feel that. So we need to stop telling people that, because we're lying to people when we tell them that. We need to tell them the truth. It's going to hurt always. It's just going to hurt less on certain days because you're going to be so busy. So you have more opportunities to find things to do with your time, so that your wound doesn't hurt. Your wound is always going to be there. So we got to stop lying to people. And I'm not saying be harsh and mean. I'm just saying don't tell them that, because time's not healing shit. Time is just a way to have more opportunities to do other things And people might not agree with me, but they're looking at it the wrong way. It doesn't. Time is a space to fill with other things. It is not a band-aid. It is not a fucking cure, and it is not a fix. It is just an open space to give opportunity for other things to come into it. As for me, it is learning to carry that pain and hide the emotions that devastate us. Exactly. That's what it is. It's so you are spending less time focused on the pain and more time focused on other things. Well, time takes more for other people and it takes other people longer. It's because time isn't healing shit. It's because they're finding more things to do to stay busy, whether it means finding someone else or a job that they put more their thing in, or always going on live and streaming and podcasting all the time to consistently stay busy. To watch TV until you fucking fall asleep watching TV, because if you don't, your mind just sits on it. That's what time does. Time isn't healing you. Time is just giving you opportunity. And I don't know if it's necessarily hiding. It's just giving you an opportunity to not sit there completely focused all the time. Going on my 5th year with a lot of therapy. By the way, I don't believe in that word hella, so that's why I don't say it. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother thing. That goes along with the letter K. People texting me K. Like, I could go off for hours on that. But going on your 5th year with a lot of therapy. I didn't want to get censored. Yeah, but we can approve it, though. So you say whatever you want to say. We can override it. It'll only censor it temporarily. Plus, anything that you say, whether it gets censored or not, it's only censored to the outside chat. I see everything. You should know that by now. I don't know if you pay attention to that in your chat, but you could say fuck off and it might want to censor it, but I can approve it. And I'll see it anyway. Well, it's not even that. Those are auto mods. You'll get auto modded. My censorship is set to very I think moderate to loose. Like I don't have it where it censors much, but a lot of stuff is auto modded by Twitch. It's not anything that you can control. It's just an Autobot does it. That's just out of your control whether or not you have a censor thing on it or not. Twitch, YouTube is the worst. TikTok, they all have levels of censorship that are auto-modded. All their algorithms look for things. So even if you set Twitch to be all the way to like, I don't give a fuck, they're still gonna auto-censor it because we live in it, because the whole woke world broke everything. And like, so all these things, like you can't say anything because you're gonna offend somebody, you're gonna piss somebody off. You say my nickname Cutter gets fucking censored. That's my fucking nickname that I got from football, but because people don't know how to say my last name because they're fucking stupid. But it gets censored because they put it. Everything is broke. I could tell you right now, when Kobe Bryant passed is when the world broke. There was a big crack that went in the world, and everything just started to go to shit. I mean, to be fair, when we hit 2000, everything started to go to shit. But when Kobe Bryant passed, the world cracked. When my girlfriend passed last year, the world broke. But this whole woke bullshit that came through, it's got nothing to do with it. It's got to do with being ignorant and understanding people. Woke people are fucking ignorant and stupid. right? And saying everything is offensive and that you can't say this and you can't call me that and everybody's a partner and this and that. No, bullshit. Everything is the way it is, right? Either learn to take a fucking joke, be proud of who you are, and go about your fucking business. Stop taking Uncle Ben's white rice off the fucking shelf. Don't get offended because, jokes are cracked about whether you're black, white, gay, or straight. So all this woke shit has put so much censorship and bullshit that you can't say anything in this world anymore. It's fucking disgusting. Like, I don't apologize for anything. And I'm going to be the way that I am and how I grew up and everything, but I also respect people. Right? They, them, it, that, no. Like, there was a shirt. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm probably going to offend somebody, but I don't give a fuck. There was a shirt that somebody had one time that said, there are more than 2 genders. That's incorrect. That is a fucking incorrect, ignorant statement. There are only 2 genders, but there are a million ways that people identify with themselves, and that's totally fine. But there are only 2 genders. That's it. Outside of that, I don't give a fuck what you choose to call yourself or what you choose to be or who you choose to love, whether you're gay or straight. But don't get all fucking offended because I choose to be fucking straight, Italian, Caucasian male who likes big boobs and pretty women. Sorry. Ignorant is bliss for some and very terrible for those who knew how to rub some dirt on it and to walk away and not communicate with those who you don't like. Man, I haven't had my First Amendment since 2010. Gender and gender identity are 2 different things. I don't even know if that is it. I just think yeah, okay, I guess maybe that's it. It's like this too. When people call like their significant others, it's like the thing is now you got to call them a partner. No, fuck you. I have a girlfriend. I had a girlfriend, and you will refer to her. You want me to call who you're with your partner? That's fine. I respect that. But I don't do that. And you got to respect that. Call her my girlfriend when you address her as when you're referring to her if she's not around and you go, where is your girlfriend? You don't call her my partner because that's not how I refer to her. But you need to be okay with that. Not because I don't want to call her my partner. It's because that's not what I call her. Right? Like, you want people like, oh, partners. We don't call them this and that. No, like, is it your fucking husband or your wife? It's their partner, fine. That's what I'll respect you. But don't call my girlfriend my partner because she's my girlfriend. We might be partners in crime when we have a good time, but like, she's my girlfriend. I was not understanding a lot of the letters that were added over the years to things we know we are talking about. You mean the LBG2K XRST LNOP QRSTU VWXYZ like that? Like, here's my thing is I don't care what you choose to be or how you choose to be, but at the end of the day, like, there's 2 genders, and at the end of the day, you call my girlfriend my girlfriend, you call your partner your partner. You choose to be, but also don't make a big thing, a big woke thing. Like, we're offended by everything. I don't really give a fuck. Right? No, what is happening in this world is ignorance. The woke world is ignorant. They didn't make some giant movement to educate people. They were more ignorant than educated people. Right? And they chose to find things to get offended by. Woke people choose to be offended by things because of the simple fact that they can find something to be offended about. It's not that it's offensive. It's not anything else about being like, oh, well, you're rude and you don't accept us. No bullshit. I'm just not fucking ignorant. Woke people that preach all this shit are ignorant. Like, you want to be a lesbian that wears men's clothes? Like, I don't give a shit. Like, do it. But don't be all offended if, like, jokes are cracked or if, like, I choose not to. Well, you have to accept. I don't have to accept anything other than myself. I'm just not ignorant to what what you want in your life. Go love another woman. Go love another man. Go dress as another man and a woman. Go do whatever the fuck you got to do. But don't get offended and change the whole course of the world and this and that. I agree, and there's a difference between those who want to educate or be open to help someone understand what they don't understand. Exactly, and that's the problem, right? The problem in this world isn't people offensive jokes and racist and all that stuff. It's ignorant fucking people. Because I'll tell you right now, the other thing, racism is ignorant, right? Because actually the most racist people are people that accuse other people of being racist because they're fucking ignorant. Right? There was an absolute post that a guy did on TikTok who said exactly what I actually, which is very smart. And he talked about stop holding over the fact that 200 years ago, slaves were used by men and all this. Right? I didn't do it. I didn't carry a slave. You didn't even do that. You weren't even in that world. And if you really want to be fair, their own people sold them. So, like, go get mad at your own people first before you get mad at any other race. But racism is ignorance because they don't see the same thing. It was the same thing when superheroes, when Nick Fury became black. It was all about, like, what's that word? Diversity. Right? It was all about diversity. Nick Fury, throughout history, was a white character, and that's just the character. They wanted to go change and make the character black. Fine, cool. I didn't have a fucking problem with it. Other than it's like, why not just make it a new story? Don't make Nick Fury black all of a sudden and Wonder Woman a man all of a sudden. Make another story that leads to, like, Nick Fury, this was his best friend, and when Nick Fury passed away, he took on that moniker and create that new story instead of going and changing it. But you want to do that, that's fine. But when they changed, what was the character that was a black, Wakanda or whatever, right? One of the guys was the black character, Black Panther. Black Panther was played by a black man. There's no saying that Black Panther in the history of the character was black or white. He got changed to a white character. But here is the thing. The same ignorant racists that said, or the people that said, we want Samuel L. Jackson to be white or black and you need to accept that. Fine, cool. But then they go, how dare you change a black character to a white man? When at the end of the day, Black Panther just happened to be played by a black actor. Whether or not that character was black or white in the comics. But that is the problem, is the reverse racism, is ignorance. Ignorance is the key to all the problems, right? Alcohol is the root of all evil. It is not money, so stop saying that. And ignorance is the root of racism, wokeism, and everybody and not looking at it the right way and people not understanding. And that is what not people are understanding is it's ignorance, not whether or not I could take a joke. It's you're ignorant. I have been fortunate enough to meet some people who have explained to me that which I did not understand, but that they are first ones to join an anti-gay rally. Gay is the present-day hated population that is being oppressed by many. Still hold on to race. Some people just hate other people. Hate and the need for others to focus on a group of people based off of what they want to see. I mean, Eminem said it the best. I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, gay, straight, 2 feet tall, or call yourself a Jedi Knight. How you treat me is how I'm going to treat you. You know, one black person that is bad is not the entire race. That's where ignorance comes in. People that hate the entire race, it's not the case, right? You hate me. Like, I mean, there are people that, like, even in every race that goes, oh, white people this and like, great, fine. But it's how you treat me as an individual. I don't care if you're black. If you're black and you treat me like shit, I'm treating that person that treated me like shit. That just because you happen to be black has nothing to do with it, right? It happens to be with you were a fucking asshole to me or you were a super nice person and we are best friends. So I don't care what you choose to identify off. But also at the end of the day, we need the movie like Tropic Thunder back, right? People need to take jokes. Scary movie. The Wayans brothers are like, we don't give a shit who we offend. Yeah, and you shouldn't. Right? Because it's ignorance for people, and people are finding things to be pissed off about and offended, and, oh, you can't say that. I can absolutely say it. You don't got to like it, but don't be ignorant. Police, too. Yeah, police, right? People want to, like, sit there. On my podcast, when we do the TikToks, I refuse to show the TikToks where they're trying to make the cop look bad. Because that one bad cop is not representative of all cops. It's ignorant people that don't want to deal with the fact that there has to be a structure of law and order in this world, or we will fucking kill each other off. And they don't fucking get that because they want to do whatever the fuck they want. And the things that they do when they don't want to deal with the police are they fucking kill, murder, steal, and everything else. It's not things that are normal things. They don't go to their job and drive a little fast to get there. No, it's robbery, it's theft, it's this, it's that, it's fighting, it's everything else. And then they want to get mad at the police officers. And yes, there are bad police officers, but for every one bad police officer, there are 100 good ones. Like being a cop who looks white gets called a racist because someone does something wrong and they happen to have lots of melanin. Don't make me say words that I can't say. But I mean, it's people that have problems with police officers. They don't want structure because they want to be able to get all their drugs. They want to be able to fucking do whatever they want. They want to hurt somebody if they have to. They want to steal when they can't afford something. And the police get in their fucking way. Those are the people that have a problem with police. Are there bad police officers that do bad things? Yes, because they're fucking human beings. And human beings are wired to be fucking stupid. And we're wired to be fucking ignorant. But for that one ignorant cop, there is 100 lined up behind them that are going to do good things. And I can tell you right now, the same people that bitch about the police helping them or police getting in the way or arresting them are the same fucking people that will call the police the second that they fucking need somebody to help them out. Ignorance. It is ignorance and not understanding that is the problem. Woke people, racist people, reverse racist people, judgmental people, hateful people, bigots are fucking ignorant. That is the root of that problem. Not, I'm white and I don't like you because you're black. It's no, you're fucking ignorant because you don't know me. You know, Eminem also said it in his rap, right? Don't ever try to judge me, dude, because you don't know what the fuck I've been through. Like, you don't know shit. Don't be ignorant. I'm not stopping you from stealing a TV because you're black and gay. I'm doing it because you're fucking breaking the law, which is a necessary structure in society, or we will lose our shit. Right? When you watch all these shows, right? The Walking Deads and Alien Invasions and stuff, District 9s, all this stuff. Who is it ultimately that becomes the problem? People against people becomes the problem. Not the fucking zombies, not the fucking aliens. It is people killing off people because they've got what they want or they fear what they want. And so it's people is the problem. Ignorance is the fucking problem. Many cops will go shopping for a shoplifter who's actually just trying to eat. It is insane what people don't know because all the bad is broadcasted. I used to bust people for stealing food from the food court at Walmart. They're still stealing. But at the end of the day, I knew the difference between somebody that needed to eat and somebody that was just being a piece of shit. And we would buy stuff for people that we knew were truly hungry, but you still can't break the fucking law. So I busted people for $1 worth of food all the way up to thousands and thousands of dollars worth of stolen merchandise. But people don't see it that way, right? They'll see that I stopped a black kid stealing a taco and then had him arrested and thrown in jail and all this bullshit. Oh, did you bother to think of the fact that what he did is he stole food that he didn't pay for? Oh, and he's got 7 warrants out for his arrest, and that's why he's in fucking jail. Oh, and it's not because it's black, it's because he broke the fucking law 7 times. Did you stop to look at that? No. All you looked at was a white man and a black guy. That's all you fucking looked at because of why? Why? Ignorance. because of absolute fucking ignorance and not hearing the whole story and judging off of what you think you want to see. Because why? Because you're fucking ignorant. Want to hear a funny story, a true story? Why are you saying no? Do I not want to? Yeah, I want to hear a true story that's funny. Why are you saying no? Why are we saying no? Did I say something that you don't agree with? Which is totally allowed. I'm not a fucking genius by any means. I have a broken fucking brain. I'm an idiot. I'm the same guy that drank for 34 years. I'd made bad decisions my whole life. I'm not a fucking professional, a doctor, or a fucking smart person. I'm just a guy that fucking experienced a lot of shit in life. And I just talk how I feel. And as you guys can tell, I talk a lot. But I can tell you a big reason, and I already talked to you guys about the reason why I talk so much and why I do this, is it's another way to stay busy because I'm dying inside. And if I stay busy, I have time to do other things that don't involve killing myself mentally and emotionally. Man, I just read an article today that mentioned black, and it drove me nuts because from what he said, I knew he was a person who went to jail on more than one occasion. But the article won't say that because no one would care then. Right. And that's ignorance. And the media preaches ignorance because the media slights everything. Because they want to show what they are. And the media is on the woke train. And they're going to make it look like everything is offensive and everything is wrong and it's racist. And that all the cops are doing bad things and then, you know, this and that. Like, the media is as guilty as anybody else for ignorance. They don't just show it. They don't tell you everything. They only say, black man, you know, arrested by a white cop and put up against the car. But let's leave out the fact that he kicked the shit out of him, tried to shoot him, fucking, you know, all this other stuff. But all you see is him getting put up against the car going, oh, there we go, another white guy doing that to a black person. Like, I can tell you right now, it's everywhere. It's just, and it's ignorance. And it is media-induced ignorance as well, if that's the best way I can describe it. Is that the media will make sure that they fit in and cater to the woke world and the way the state of the world is going to make sure that they are potentially showing everybody what's really going on when in reality they're not, because they're promoting ignorance. And then it's feeding into the people hating each other. When I can finally tell my truth, you will be blown away how much I know about this. I know, I can't wait. Like, I literally can't wait. It'll probably be one of the best podcasts like I've ever had. They are paid to find the worst part of any situation. Oh, I know. Like, and that's the thing is, I'm not ignorant to that. See, I'm not perfect, but I'm not ignorant to these things. I fucking absolutely know. All you got to do is look. And you watch how gullible fucking people are, right? Like, people suck up going, oh my God, that must be true. That's got to be what's going on. No, because you're missing a whole nother side of the fucking story. This whole woke movement is one of the worst things that's happened to the world. The best, because it's not even just about being woke, it's about ignorance. It's not a woke movement, it's an ignorance movement. I can tell you the best time that the world was, that none of this shit went on except for just normal world shit, was in the 80s. Not just for the entertainment, for everything else and the way that the world was and the way we talked to people and the way we treated people and how we interacted with people. The 80s was the 10-year gap that this planet was 1,000% fucking perfect. Before the 80s, it was all learning about how to get perfect. And then after the 80s, it was a slow decline on how to fucking just destroy all that was built. The world was perfect in the 80s. I will swear it up and down till the day I die. The 80s was the best 10-year gap the world has ever fucking seen. And I'm talking the state of the world, the movies, everything. I'm not talking about people you've met or whatever, or the fact I was born in 72 or I met my girlfriend in 2025. I'm talking about just the overall state of the world. It's not all about the entertainment. It's about the overall state of the world. That's when the world was the most perfect. I'll argue anybody that tries to say different. Many do not... they are paid to find it. Many do not. They hang on those headlines without a shred of consideration on that side. Is not obtained or published. Yeah, I know. Yeah, right. Because they're ignorant, right? Screaming their heads off like fools, but will say yes sir and no sir when at work, but tell others to fuck off or threaten harm in public while demanding someone's head for the same thing. Exactly. Ignorance, right? It's the same thing as. We want a white character to be black. Oh my God, how dare you take a black character and make him white? But you just raised hell and screamed bloody murder because we're like, don't change that character, but we did it anyway. But then we go to change a character, and all we changed was an actor, not a fucking character. Like, you're going to go scream bloody fucking murder. Like, what? Right? Oh, well, you slaves and slave owners. Okay, don't be ignorant. You're right. Africans sold their people to them. And I wasn't a slave owner. I wasn't around. Neither were you. So stop bringing that because that's ignorant. Stop screaming bloody murder about the oppression of like slaves when you weren't even there. You have a fucking cell phone, a Beamer, and a fucking good paying job. Your mommy caters to you and you do whatever you want, smoking weed and playing Call of Duty all fucking night long. Don't talk to me about slavery when you don't know fucking shit. We lost the treat others as you want to be treated, and when they get the same treatment they cry. Exactly. What is the overall expression? Do unto others, right? As you'd have done unto you. Well, people, I'm going to break some news to you. People keep saying money is the root of all evil. That's not the case because it doesn't cost a fucking dime to be good to people. It is totally 100% free. You don't need money to be good to people. Stop saying that. It is free to be good to people. It doesn't cost money. It doesn't cost... Never even had a job to know what slavery is, right? It should make you feel good, too, to be kind to others. Yeah, it should be very rewarding. That's where you get being a good person is fucking it. Okay, I'll give you an expression that I will say something. It is free to be good to people, but being good to people will pay dividends that no dollar amount could ever compare to. Right? Listen to that again. It is free to be good to people. And the feeling that you get from being good to people will pay dividends that no amount of money will ever do for you. Because when you are kind to people, it is reciprocated. And don't be those people that do kind things just to get money or whatever out of people. Do kind things because it is the right thing to do. Love that person that you're with like they're not going to be here tomorrow and appreciate them every day because that's the right thing to do. Be good to the guy walking across the street And don't honk the fucking horn for him to go faster, because being kind and letting the guy get across the street is the right thing to do. Helping people instead of choosing to hurt them. Be kind. Fucking in Arc Raiders, PvE before you go rat somebody, because being kind to somebody will pay dividends. Right? Like, you want to put it in all levels. Gaming, working. You want to talk about being rich? Good people, as broken as they might be, are the richest people in the world. They just don't have pieces of paper to represent it. Because what comes out of being good to people is more than money could ever fucking pay for. And anybody that believes otherwise is just a mouth breather. I'll just leave it out. That's the best way I can put it. Shit cost my mind, my legs, and my arms. I thank God every day that it was not all at the same time. I'm glad too. You know, and it's even like this. Like, you love your wife, right? You're married to another woman. You love other women. Well, you love that woman, but, you know, you like other women. Like, you are somebody that if I ever thought that I could bring someone into my life to help understand the fact that I will always love Taya, but I can still love you, like, I could see you being that type of person. So I joke that it sucks that you are a lesbian, because it's never going to happen. But I joke, it doesn't mean I don't like that you like women. I don't dislike you, and I don't dislike lesbians. But there's very few people that come along the world, but that is a joke. But somebody will get offended by that. Like, no, listen to me. You're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm actually complimenting you. I'm saying that you could be someone to fill a void that I don't think anybody could ever fill. But it sucks because you don't like boys. That's called a fucking compliment. Right? That, like, I can see that in you. That should be a compliment, because then I know that means that you love the shit out of the person that you're with. But people don't understand it, and that's where ignorance comes in. And thankfully, I'm still here finding my way back to a place where I can help others again. And that's amazing. You're an amazing person. Don't let anybody ever tell you different. If they do, you tell them they'll see the dark side of Cutter, and the dark side of Cutter mostly died, but it's still there when I need it. So you tell them, don't bring out Cutter's dark side, because they fucking, I'll come run. I'll give them a piece of my mind, and they're not gonna like it. It may happen. I know others who have lost their love and found another who loves them and has accepted the love they have to offer. It's, you know, I'm going to say this without, I mean, if it upsets you, it upsets you. Like, I don't apologize for anything, but I don't want you to take this the wrong way. But it's easy for you to say, it's easy for people to say that are, like, on the outside looking in. And I'm not saying that in a negative way, because you're not having to deal with that, and thank God I don't ever want you to have to deal with this. I pray to God that you and your wife pass together when the time comes long down the line, that you don't ever have to experience losing each other. But for people, I don't mean to be an asshole, but it sucks because it's easy to say that. It's hard for me. It's easy for you to say that. It is next to impossible for me to believe that. And that's what sucks. Enough allowed. I have heard it all, my brother. There is nothing that someone could say to me that is worse than I have already been said. Well, and that's the thing, is I'm not saying anything mean, but I know how things can be taken. And I don't want to be rude and say, well, it's easy for you to say, but it is. It's easy for you to say. And thank God it is, because that means you're not experiencing it. And see, not being ignorant, that's where people understand. Oh, yeah, okay, so that's what you're saying. Exactly. And I pray to God you don't ever have to. So, yeah, it's easy for you. It's easy for the person on the outside in to say these things. It's the battle for the person that's in the thing to believe in it. Right? That is where it all lies. That's what people aren't seeing. I know exactly what you're saying. Yes, I have not experienced this type of loss. And even if you have at some point, but I'm just saying though, when people say that kind of thing, and I understand that you're saying it to comfort me, and I'm not accepting it, and I don't want you to think when you walk away from here today, you go, God, fucking Anthony's kind of a dick. Like, I'm trying to tell him it's going to be okay, and he's like, big fuck you. That's not what I'm saying. I do appreciate it, and I'm going to tell you right now, Kat, I want to believe that. Like, I want to believe that that is the case, but I can't right now, and it's hard for me. So it's easy for you to say it. The hard part is me believing it. And that's the simple fact. That's just facts. That's not anything other than facts. My words are from the experiences that I have had, and it is dark where I was. Do you want to? I will tell you a story about my ex-girlfriend, because I think everything should be told about her, because I want her to continue to live on. I'll tell you something that you probably didn't know. My girlfriend could not talk. My girlfriend used sign language, and we texted. I found that out one day when I kept asking for her number, and she finally said that you can't, because I can't talk to you. And it wasn't, she didn't use sign language and couldn't talk because she was deaf, because that wasn't the case. She could hear, she could see, she just couldn't talk. 15 years prior to her meeting me, she was with a guy when she was 23 years old. She had a boyfriend. They were out one night, and they were attacked for whatever reason. The boyfriend was murdered. Her neck was crushed, and she was left for dead. She survived. They had surgery, but she lost the ability to talk. She lived in her house for 2 years without coming out of her room until she was ready. And it took her 15 years to finally let somebody she didn't date. She talked to a couple people. People hit on her all the time. But it wasn't until me that she actually literally, and maybe she's lying, I don't think so. And I'm going to tell you right now, the first thing that she said to me, because she always worried, and this is why she was so afraid to be with people and hard, is people wouldn't understand. The first thing that she said to me, or when she said to me that, you know, you can't call me because I can't talk to you because I don't have the ability to speak. Before I asked any questions, before I got, oh my God, the first thing that I said to her, and she's obviously going to be the only one that is proof of this, but she's like, I can't talk to you because I don't have the ability to speak. I told her that I guess I got to learn sign language. And I think hearing from her cousin later on and things that she said to me, that is when she started to realize that she wanted to talk to me on more than just a person-to-person level. And it was the God's honest truth. And I actually learned started learning sign language, but I stopped. And I don't know if that's upsetting her up in heaven, but I couldn't keep going on. But she literally said, I can't speak. And the first thing I said in my head was, and to her was, well, I guess I better learn sign language. I didn't ask her what happened, because it wasn't until later that she told me the full story. It wasn't like, oh, well, crap, she can't talk to me. I even joked with her that, like, great, all I got to do is turn my back to you and I will never hear you yelling at me because you can't yell at me. Like, we had fun with it, but it's because I respected it. And I tried to learn, not tried, but I was starting to learn sign language, but I stopped because it's just too hard. And those are the things that she saw in me, that she knew that I was a good person, and I didn't care about that she couldn't. I thought it was beautiful. I told her I thought it was a beautiful thing, because now it makes me want to do something that I've wanted to do for a long time, which is learn sign language, and then we can have fun with it, because we'll go talk to each other out in public and people are going to think we're deaf and they're not going to know any better. But it's going to be something that makes you unique. She told me people made her feel like it was something wrong with her. I told her it makes you unique, and it was beautiful. So we could only do sign language and talk and text. And I didn't see it as anything other than a beautiful thing about her that made me even love her anymore. And I guess that made her love me anymore, even more. Sure, she would understand why you'd stopped. She was still here, and you and her shared something that she spent 15 years thinking would never come. You know, and her cousin said that the one time that they were able to go into the ICU and see her, she looked like she was having a peaceful, good, happy dream. And I like to think that she was thinking about me and our life. And before she got wheeled away, the last thing that she said to me was, "I love you, Anthony." And then I said, "I love you, Taya." And then everything went dark. That was the last signature of her that was there, was those two things. And I haven't deleted her text from my phone. I haven't deleted her Discord. It'll always sit there. I stopped playing Once Human because I couldn't go on. She loved watching me play that game, but so much was in her. But it'll forever be immortalized on as long as their servers stay alive. But I hope to God that she passed away happy. And that's why I tell people, you need to treat people like they will not be here tomorrow, so that way when they pass, at least they're going to pass with a happy dream in their head. That whatever is going through their mind, that whatever they're reliving is you and her and them. I fucking miss her. She didn't tell a lot of people that story because she just didn't. And I'm telling it because I want everybody to know what an amazing person she was. And it keeps her alive to talk about her. And I know that that wasn't a good situation, but to think that I was the thing that got her to start falling in love again, it's bittersweet because it makes me feel like the greatest person on the planet, and then it makes me so fucking angry at God at the same time. She found love with you when she would have still been sitting alone in her place with the memory of her worst day with no real joy after. It's just so bittersweet. Like, I don't want to take pride in knowing that that was the case because of the fact that then it makes me mad that she's not here. So, you know, God's plan this and God's plan that bullshit. I love that the last thing she experienced on earth was loving me, because God, did I love her. But I'm also so fucking angry at God that I right now do not have a relationship with him, because I'm mad at him, and he better understand that. Like, I love that my life was saved, whoever the powers be are that saved me and kept me around for a reason. But when I finally came to believe that she was the reason, and you take her away, don't expect me to fucking be your best friend. Sorry. I just don't operate that way. I can't. I just love too hard and too much to believe that it was part of a fucking plan, and it was her fucking time to go, and all that other fucking bullshit. You are a good person, Cutter, and think about how she was still here for you to meet and share the moments that you did. But she's supposed to still be here. And I love and appreciate that I was the last thing for her to experience, but that's not the point. She should still be here, because we should still be having a life together, a whole life. So people think I don't appreciate it, but I do. But I don't. But I can't settle for that, because she's supposed to still fucking be here. And I'm selfish, because right now I just care about her. The reason I'm not a cop is because someone should still be here. And I can't apologize for how I feel. I can only say that I understand that and this is why I also try to talk to other people. Like, everybody has a story. Everybody is going through something. Everybody has a cross or a scar to bear, whether it's internal or external. I understand that. But I don't have enough of me to, at every moment, worry about every other person. I am being selfish that I am hurting because I miss my girlfriend. And I know a lot of people should still be here, and I totally understand that, and I totally respect that, and I totally sympathize with that. But at the end of the day, I want my girlfriend back. Right now, that is the one person I'm focused on the most. And I'm sorry if that's heartless or if that's insensitive. But I'm sure there's a lot of people that should still be here, and I want those people all here too. And that's why I keep doing this, is for the people that are not here anymore, for the people that didn't get lucky to have a liver transplant, that didn't survive alcoholism, that died too early. But I also don't have enough in me to think of every single story every single day. But I totally understand. But people are going to, who do you want back? I want my girlfriend back. And then I want Kobe Bryant back. And then I want Robin Williams back. And then I want my ex-wife's aunt's son back, who blew his fucking brains out. And then I want my daughter's grandmother on Corey's side, my ex-wife's side, back. And I want tons of people back. But I want Taya back. And she should be here. And I hope that she's sitting up there next to Kobe Bryant and Paul Walker and my grandfather and my grandmother. And my dog. And that they all are saying good things about me. So, it doesn't mean that I don't want anybody else back. That I don't want people in your life back, or that I know other people who have lost husbands and wives and everything that it's not that I don't want them back. And I'm not caring any less about them. I'm just saying that I want my girlfriend back that was taken from me. What is this one? The reason why I don't talk. And you don't have to. You don't have to. You speaking about what you are feeling and what you experience is something that helps others more than you know now. And I hope that you can begin to show yourself some love to be able to believe the truth of how much you are helping others who are going through something. I hope that I am, but you know, people say, you know, but I look at numbers of like people that I just worry that I'm not. I want to reach out to more people, not because I want to be rich, because I want fucking to reach more people, to help more people, because I do not wish people, you know, they say walk a mile in my shoes. All you gotta do is walk 10 feet before you take them off. You don't even need to go 10 feet before you experience what somebody might take a mile. And that doesn't mean anything less for their story. I'm just saying, it doesn't take long to go, holy shit. This is the one, huh? Hey everybody, it's better. I'm going to show you something I made. This is probably about 6 months ago that I made this. Hey everybody, it's better. I just wanted to make a little something for you guys, so here you go.
Heart beats fast, colors and promises.
I forgot I still had this.
How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you.
I love you guys. Thank you. Your vulnerability is inspiring. I tell people they wouldn't last a second in my head. If you can believe that, it is true. Hold on, I have to tinkle. Okay, I didn't see that. As soon as she comes back and we finish, I'll tell you how my day went there in Dream Roses, and then gonna try to do a couple games tonight, Delta Force and Engine Fall, which I just got accepted to play test. It's an extraction shooter on a plane, so it's like Arc Raiders on a train. I mean, not a plane, a train. So okay, I stayed for the tribute, and it is good. You are legendary. I'm just Cutter. I'm far from legendary. I remember some of these. The reason why I don't talk, because last time I talked over mic, because last time I talked over the microphone, I was playing with my best friend, and one day I got mad. I said some stuff, and the next day he offed himself. Wow. You can't blame yourself for that, right? He already made that decision in his mind before you ever said that. People say things when they're mad that they don't mean. This is what I tell people. People need to actually treat people, loved ones, best friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, brothers and sisters, that like literally that they're going to be gone the next day. They don't know it, but you do. And you need to treat them like they're and give them the best day possible, knowing that they're not going to have it tomorrow. And then the next day you do the same thing. That's why it's very important, because luckily for me, the last thing that my girlfriend said to me before she passed away was, "I love you, Anthony." And the last thing I said to her back was, "I love you, Taya." I don't think anybody blames you. It's something that you're going to always have to deal with yourself. Hey, you know what? I literally killed myself over 34 years. Even when I stopped drinking, after the doctor told me I was going to die, 8 months later, they literally called a priest and told my mom to call my daughter and everybody and say that he was going to pass away because he's not going to make it. You know, I have to live with the fact that I almost left my daughter. My demons I have to deal with is I have to deal with that. I have to deal with all the things that have come. The repercussions weren't just drinking, and I didn't just do it to myself. But I have to live with demons for the rest of my life that I can never undo. The following will come with time and dedication, like you have been doing. You just can't give up.
I'm a recovering alcoholic, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make...
Oh, this one's a long one. I won't show that one. That's the guy that says he's a recovering alcoholic and he's making fucking alcoholic beverages. Don't even get me started on that one. But on a lighter note, we're going to play some games tonight. But, so, not change the subject, but dreaming. So, this morning, got up this morning early and took my van over to the shop to have them look at the cigarette lighter I told you, because it wasn't working. What is on the agenda for games? Tonight, I have to grind. I'm going to do 2 games. I'm going to try to do 2 games. One is grinding for the Delta Force tournament. Is for a certain game mode in there. There's an extraction mode in that game that we have to do. Get most kills in the extraction mode. And then I want to split it up because I also want to show you guys. I got accepted to play test a game that's in development called Engine Fall. It is basically like an Arc Raiders extraction shooter, but on a train. So I get to play test that. We're going to go back to Infinity Rising, which I also get to play test, but that's an MMO. But right now we're going to do tonight Delta Force and Engine Fall. So that's on the agenda. You and I need to get some Borderlands, but you're always busy with your crew. We'll get there. But I also have tournaments to grind. I'm going to be leaving next week. So, but that's the agenda for tonight. I do have 3 stream keys Steam keys that I've been given in addition to be accepted to the playtest that I can hand out to 3 friends. One I'm going to give away to Tyler. So I do have 2 more. So if anybody is interested in playing Engine Fall, let me know. And we'll see if there's something we can't work out in the back room. I'm just kidding. Anyway, that aside. So I took my car in this morning because I told you I wanted to look at the cigarette lighter. Not the biggest thing because I've already got the cell phone, charging blocks. But I also am ordering a power station generator, solar powered power station generator for the vehicle. But I wanted this key because I figured I got the charging, the adapter to plug in so I could keep my phone charged while I'm driving because I might be live, be listening to music, using the, what do you call that? The Google Maps. Anyway, so I wanted them to look at it, and I figured if it was an easy fix. So I took it over there this morning for them to look at that. Came back home, went to my email, and I started to read from the DMV your registration, and I started to get super excited, and then it said has been rejected. And I started to fucking cry and get angry. It said that it was rejected because I did not get back to them upon request, which is an absolute fucking lie, because I had all the paperwork in. It was all approved. I was just waiting. I was checking it every day, multiple times a day. I was on their chat online. Then their system went down, so I was waiting for that. And so I started to freak out and cry, and I was like, what the fuck? That's going to take months to get an appointment. So I went back to the online chat, and I was able to get a hold of a live agent. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I was able to get a live agent. I explained what I was going through. She forwarded me to another lady. She got to see all the chat. Explained to her I did everything right. Blah 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 blah. I don't know why that was sitting up there for long. That was stupid. And she's like, "Hold on, let me see what's going on." And she came back to me and said that, okay, what the reason why that it rejected was you didn't, or it was an error in the pricing or in the payment coding because you have to return the title and all this. So basically, it was part their fault and part my fault, I guess. They never said I actually had to bring it in. I didn't know that. And I was actually waiting on the system for all that to go through anyway. But she told me that she then says, well, I can get you an appointment today. Is 11:30 or 12:30 or 11:45 or 12:30 good? I said I could get to the Carson office at the 11:45. And she said, and then I got a text from the DMV saying your appointment is scheduled. So I called my folks who had just taken off to go do some stuff. And I said, can you guys take me to Carson? Blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to explain it to you guys again. I said, I need to run by the shop, get the paperwork out and the old plate out of the van, and then can we go down there? So they came and picked me up, went and got the stuff, got to the DMV, got in, and I explained everything to the lady. She took the old title, and I literally got everything. I paid for it. It was only $84 to register it. It all got, smoothed out. I got everything done. She handed me the plates and the tags right there. And everything is legal now. And in 3 weeks, I'll get the title, which title stays in your house. And I have the paperwork all for the van. The van's legal. The plates are sitting on the van. And when I was at the DMV, as far as the van goes, the cigarette lighter wasn't bad. It was actually, the van has been rewired because it was being modified into a camper van, and then they didn't ever finish. And they had rewired an antenna, but they rewired different lighting. And what it was is there's 4 switches up above the roof, or on the bottom of the roof, inside the van, on the roof of the van, that are switches. And it's a switch that you turn on, an auxiliary switch that runs power to it, so you don't always have to have it active if you're not using it, so it's not draining unnecessary power. So literally, it was an easy fix. It didn't cost me a dime. And so it's just a little switch I plugged into the adapter, hooked up my phone and everything, and it all works. It's got the 3 ports, so it looks like this, and I was able to mount it, and it had the perfect spot. So right down here where the wire runs off of it, there's a little unit down there that has the 2 cigarette lighter ports and the little coaxial cable part for the antenna. and this runs to it. And I mounted it right here. It's a perfect spot that's next to where I sit. And then you'll see, so it's got 3 extra cigarette lighter ports, which you can control whether or not they power on or not by these switches. And you can turn this entire thing off. So not only can I turn off the cigarette lighters and this to make sure to conserve power when necessary, each individual one can be, when they're not being used, powered off. And then this runs from the phone up, or from this to, that's the USB port. There's 2 USB ports and this Type-C port, and then 3 additional, 3 USB ports and a Type-C, and then 3 additional USB lighter ports. That's just this other view of it. And then that is where my phone sits. It mounts to a perfect spot right next to the dash, right next to the steering column, so it doesn't block any view of the windshield. I can see while I'm driving, and I don't have to look up or down. It's like literally in my line of sight of watching the road, and the phone sits right there, and then it runs, because shortly below this little box right here is where that thing is. Like right up over here is where it's at. And my phone sits in there, and it's out, and I can put it back and fold it down if I want. And then that runs to that. And then my stereo system, which is right behind there, which is not a system, it's a cassette deck, is where I plug that cassette adapter, which then plugs into the phone so I can run all my stuff off my phone, my music and everything. And so now it's got all the plates. It's all legal. It's clean, washed, interior is cleaned. I'm going to add 2 cabinets. I don't know if I'm going to do that before I leave for my trip. All the adapters work. I've got the phone block for backup power. I've got the generator coming, which is going to be for backup power and for like running my laptop when I'm camping and all that good stuff. And my daughter's coming this weekend. I'll pick her up Friday, and when she leaves, I'm taking her back, and then I'm going to keep on going. And then we're going to go find a place to live in Montana with a couple stops in Idaho. So, that being said, so the Delta Force tournament is not due tonight. It is due the end of tomorrow night, so I still have part of tonight's stream, and I have tomorrow's afternoon stream and tomorrow evening stream before I get my daughter. So because that's Thursday. So I think we're gonna find someone to raid out to with all 2 of us. Dreamy, if you could do what you do with this VOD, please. And we are going to then, after raid out, we're going to take a break. And we're going to come back. Now, my question is, do you guys want me to do the Delta Force first and then the engine fall? Maybe we'll do that. Start with Delta Force, and then when we're done with that, switch and finish the night out with the engine fall. Or do you guys want to see engine fall first and then Delta Force? Or what do you guys want to do? All 1 of us, 2 of us. I don't know if Gamer Lady Cat's still here or not. Delta first. Delta first. Delta Force first. Delta first. Delta first. Delta Force first. Okay, we'll do Delta Force first. Kind of a tongue twister. We'll do Delta Force first, and then we'll do engine fall last. Second. Sound like a plan, everybody? Kat, thank you for talking to me. Sorry for all the emotions. Sorry if I got a little... Actually, I'm not sorry, but I'm just saying it because I'm not sorry. I want to be able to do this to say how I feel, but I'm not sorry for my opinions. I'm not sorry for my facts. I'm not sorry for my emotions. I just, appreciate that you guys put up with it. And thanks for talking to me. And I can't wait to have you on the podcast. Hopefully less than 2 years. I know that you've got a thing that you have to wait to go through before you're allowed to do any of that. But it will be an exclusive on the Cutterdawg podcast. Is Kat talking about everything? And from what I've been told, it's going to be pretty fucking insane. So it's going to be a while, guys. But when it happens, it's going to be wild. So I hope you guys are still hanging out with me, supporting me, and checking that out when that comes around. So, well, that person's not there. I think we rated that person. Hey, you know what we can do? Something cool? We're going to go rate out the voice of Moon Knight from Marvel Rivals. Eric Bra. We've rated him once or twice before, but he's up playing again. And he is the voice of that and a bunch of other characters. Not just that, but that's what he's most recently known for that I know. So let's go rate him out, and then we'll come back, do some Delta, and then some. You guys will get to check out Engine Fall. Okay, enjoy the Delta Force. I'm going to go play some Ark. Of course you are. Go play with your friends. Have some fun. We'll play again soon, but I've got other games that I need to play. Don't forget about me. You're amazing. And let's go say hi to Eric Bra if you guys don't follow him. Like I said, he is actually the voice of Moon Knight from Marvel Rivals. The moon haunts you. That voice, that's him. He does a lot of other characters and movie characters, cartoon characters, video game stuff, all that good stuff. You have to play fancy games for attorney Mr. Fancy Pants. I'm just doing what I got to do. We will play Ark again soon and Borderlands, so go have fun. I'm going to raid out. Love you guys. We'll be back tomorrow doing the same thing.
All right, here we go. Before we start, Kage has initiated a roll it. If you want to roll your die. 18! Damn, I'm on fire tonight.
Nice.
I will get my revenge.
You're wasting all your
fucking dice is on fire tonight.
I will get my
From
revenge.
one GM to another, go easy, big dog.
If I get over a 10, I use Iron Man. If I get under 10, I use Iron Man.
Natalie, it didn't work,
I
apparently.
use Iron Man.
Hey, Eric.
Oh, we got a rating party coming in.
Raid.
Cutterdawg Podcast. What's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for coming in and rating us. We appreciate it. We're approaching our last match of the night, and then we'll probably go raid somebody as well. And I think we've already figured that. What's up, man? Hope you are well, Cutterdawg.
Yun
hello.
18.
Okay, gamer lady. Oh boy.
Hey, Eric. I think your Nightbot hates me.
Hey, Chester.
Because you try to roll and it doesn't. No, because the problem is there's if it gets too many commands at once, it has a cooldown.
Oh.
So you have to like try it again if it doesn't work. It's stupid. I don't know, man. 17.
Hey, same as Eric. I'll take it.
No, I got an 18, didn't I? Yeah, I got an 18.
Common got 18 too.
I tied.
Common tied me. All right, we want to get this last one going, so everybody get your roll in before we do our roll off.
Good job.
Well, thank you. Is that
You
good
can
or
do a
bad?
low before. You can do a
Cutterdawg,
low.
you gonna drop a roll, or did you already? I didn't see. GGL in the house.
Excuse me.
The moon haunts you.
Yo,
What's
I
up?
found out. I found out I might be going to Power Morphicon.
Oh, okay. Very
I got
nice.
lucky
That's on the
13.
guest list. Oh my god.
Common?
Yeah, I'd go for yes.
I got
Yes,
a
sir.
lucky 13. You got to roll.
All right, re-roll.
Oh.
Re-rolling.
Come on.
Come on, give me a sec. Oh, just the wrong button. Give me a second.
Please, I got my parlay on the line.
Are we doing another roll?
Common and I had to roll off.
Okay. Trying. Oh, I gotta wait 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, not 30 seconds. Just try it again now.
Okay.
Try it again now. Hopefully it'll do it. There's also another one that doesn't have a cooldown, which is
right. I'll
estimation
do that
point
on
D
Google.
roll 20 or something like that.
Oh, right. Let me see. Come on.
Cutterdawg got an
D roll
11.
20.
Chester Gamer got a 4.
D roll 20.
I think so.
Roll. T trying. Nope.
Did that not
roll.
work? Yeah, you put droll. How
Roll.
droll of you. You got a 7.
You got this one, Eric.
Okay, damn, I've won 2 of them tonight. All right.
You got
This
it.
is our final match for the evening, with me at least. Everybody else, feel free to go and do whatever y'all will like. But this is it for me. So I will do this, and then we will find somebody to raid. Here we go. I'm hitting start. Is everybody cool with where they're at?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And 3, 2, boom, igniting the time stream, ladies and gentlemen. I have ignited the time stream. It's time
for the finale.
to kill. I was trying to do the, let's duel or whatever.
Duel.
Abysmal
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, look at that. Matt Dark, Mooney, Matt, Coffin.
Oh, wait, hold on. You want to see something cool?
Oh, Kage's on the other
Look at
team?
that. Look at that.
Oh, I'm going to laugh.
That's cool. It is.
Oh, Eric's on the other team? Hold on.
You think that's cool? Look at that.
That's cool.
I'm
That is
scared.
cool.
That is cool. That is cool.
We didn't ban flyers though.
This is my favorite. It's coming. It's coming out on the 25th, y'all.
Abysmal's on the other team. Eric's on the other team. Straddle on the other team.
I know the other team should win, but I don't want to be killed that much.
I don't want to be.
Wait, what tells you that? Just because they have
Time to kick some ass.
No, because Moon Daddy deserves to win.
I would love to. I would love to end on a win,
I better
but
see you have a fight with the other Iron Man, please.
I would love to end on a win, but I absolutely agree that these teams. There's so many good players here. It's kind of ridiculous.
Oh, for sure.
I got to take a sip of whiskey though. Like, if you really want to lock in, I gotta be like Rock. I gotta be like I'm like Rock Lee.
Let's go.
I'm like Rock Lee with a drunken fist.
I thought he said broccoli. That was so weird.
I totally thought he said broccoli.
Yeah, Rock
I
Lee.
was like, oh, broccoli.
Naruto, the character from Naruto.
Not broccoli.
Drunken fist.
Help! Help!
Thank you.
I do like
I love how
broccoli.
annoyed you got. That was great. I said broccoli, not broccoli. You stupid.
Oh!
You guys are fighting.
Did you turn around and see me lasering at you? Is that what
Let's go!
Oh, Kage, you're killing me, dude.
I'm frozen. I'm frozen.
Yes, get him.
No!
Yes,
Oh
I
my
got him.
Whoa, don't hurt me, don't hurt me.
All right, Abysmal. All right, Abysmal.
This is my last game with any kind of power, as they're gonna nerf me again, starting on Friday.
They can never be
All to
nerfed.
make way for Ray. Think about it. It's all for Ray.
Oh no, I get it, and I'm happy. I'm happy that Ray. I'm happy that Ray's getting some love. I'm just saying.
I mean, he can't even see without his glasses. What is he gonna do to us?
Well, doesn't he? I've been hearing jokes that he has to
Well, but, hey,
True.
listen.
Who will
I
be
need it.
responsible? Come on, Mad Dark.
Nope. You're not
Reload
touching me.
with his
Nope,
eyes?
You're not touching me. No.
Where is
Knows my
Mad
love
Dark,
for
hurry up.
I smell an Iron Man nearby. Where is it?
He has to blink every now and again.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
you guys
because
just
he
came in and
basically
freaking
spent-
slot. What was that? 3-on-1?
Until he was rescued, he basically has had his eyes forcibly opened like Clockwork Orange. Just like Malcolm
you two
McDowell.
leave me alone.
Davey,
Oh my
Davey,
god.
Davey.
What?
Are you, oh my God! There's so much in the air. What is?
I've been playing the.
That looks really high.
It is high.
Here we go.
It's time to push your limits.
You're doing great.
Whoa, is that a buffalo?
Wait, that's a cow.
The Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness. Adventure on the edge.
Get 1.9% APR financing on select new Subaru Crosstrek models.
Esta acción no sigue la secuencia esperada.
¿Hay algún otro factor a considerar, oficial?
No sabemos qué nos espera allá adentro.
One hero was chosen to save food from shady ingredients.
It's chosen mayo.
Born from the ancient avocado and its super good oil. Chosen Mayo is saving sandwiches with simple ingredients and creamy yumminess. Chosen Mayo, coming to a sandwich near you.
Did you know Windex makes gaming wipes? I like to do